Let's discuss the qualities of a copy editor. Although anyone can be copy editor at first place, however, the skills of editing needs command over language, rich information base, a lot of experience. The copy editor feels equal pressure as a reporter when it comes to meet the deadline with a perfect copy. However, she bears the responsibility since she is the last person to see the copy before publication. Like reporter having network in the field, a copy editor remains in constant touch with all within the organization. Since she deals with stories coming from all beat reporters, she needs to talk to the reporters and experts to cross-check the facts to make the copy credible. In doing so, the copy editor does not only prove to be the best friend to the reporter, but also honestly fulfills her responsibility to the publication. Moreover, a copy editor is a person with great news sense and full idea of readership. She knows how to make a story crisp, fair, and clean with an intact backgrounder. A copy editor should also possess some leadership qualities since she deals with the deadlines and shoulders huge responsibility towards the credibility of newspaper and trust of readers, such as she should be reliable and able to make decisions. She should have personal qualities like good memory, sharp sight, and sound health so that she can work in odd hours. She should be able to stay and work for longer duration to edit the bulk of stories without losing physical calm. And also a good sense of humor to keep the environment free from the heaviness of the work. On the basis of the nature of work, we can prepare an exhaustive list of the qualities of a copy editor. Let's discuss the broad qualities of a copy editor. Familiarity with the style book of newspaper organization or publication house and references to save time and energy in the situation of need. The copy editor should be able to detect jargons and cliches in order to be in the reader's shoe. It is expected from the copy editor to use simplified and short words or phrases that are readable by the mass audiences. Similarly, she should keep a track of background knowledge to be given with the follow-ups and must not assume the readers to know it in advance. A copy editor should avoid unnecessary editing. Yet, she must make it sure that every copy is in perfect shape before publishing, that too on time. It is very much important. She should be a person with clear mind and should not be prejudicial while editing the stories. She should be a person of high ethical values and professional vision to look at the news. She should have sharp critical and logical ability to distinguish between news and planted stories. In other words, the copy editor should be able to separate propaganda from news. She should ask the reporter for actual words rather than paraphrasing while quoting someone. Now, what are the changes in editing after the advent of computer? After the advent of computer and internet, the newsroom changed. So is the copy editing. From hard copy marked with proofreading symbols in blue or red ink to scanner ready copy and video display terminal, the copy editing is being done online with convergent media and soft publishing of news today. For the conventional newspapers, the news is processed through VDTs run through their own servers supported intranet and special software. In such organizations, the copy editing is done more or less on the same principles. The only thing that has changed is the missing proofreaders and proofreading symbols. On computer screens or monitors, the typos and grammar related corrections are directly made by the copy editors. Here, editing mostly include line editing and cross-checking of the facts. However, the technology has given some new challenges to the copy editors. For example, the autocorrect function in Word files sometimes changes the words as well as the meaning attached to it. Remember, we discussed how the words with similar sound may have different or even opposite meanings. In such situations, a copy editor has to be alert to either close the application or to keep a close eye on the changing spelling. In soft publishing of newspapers, the online copy editing incorporates two more elements, that is, refresh content and SEO copy editing. The refresh content works like a news agency lead, you can say, where you get the update or follow up story, or in other words, the development of the event. On online platforms and web pages, one can easily add the news content, edit the existing content, and refresh it according to the need. Here again, the basic elements of rewriting and restructuring of story come to play a role, since the copy editor holds the responsibility to refresh the content by applying updates with creative skills to the otherwise stale or outdated content. In this process, the copy editor is also expected to recheck the facts, figures, and language of the previous content and make needed corrections. Thus, it provides a fresh perspective with needed sharpness to the story and helps in keeping the content alive online. The element of SEO or search engine optimization in copy editing is particularly meant for keeping the content or copy in circulation. While using keywords through working on structure and length of sentences or title, the copy editor transforms the copy into content as more engaging to search engines. The copy editors are needed to be internet friendly with a thorough knowledge of content management systems and software. They should be capable of using maximum words as tags, keywords within a story so that it could get the maximum density in relation to SEO. However, the editing should be done in such a manner that the tags or keywords should fit in the text in the most appropriate manner to make meaning of the content and should not look arbitrary. No print organization can afford to bypass the process of copy editing, since it is the prime link with all departments including reporting, advertising, and printing. Importantly, it is the process that supplements and complements reporting through putting the headlines, checking errors, cross-checking facts, and giving the final shape and size to the story on page. Copy editing involves professionalism at ethical as well as aesthetic level. In the age of digital media, copy editing process is moving more towards the function of meaning making in news, whereas refresh content and SEOs is the new language of copy editing, when the online content is treated as an extension of print. That was all I have to present about copy editing. I hope that this session would have benefited you to understand the concept and relevance of copy editing in the field of journalism.